So we all know that the bone cement has got a viscoelastic property. Okay, this is a viscoelastic property. What does viscoelastic property means? That means it can creep and it can have a stress relaxation. Okay, the two important properties of a bone cement, that is creep and a stress relaxation. What does creep means? Creep means it's a tendency of a solid material to deform permanently. Okay, it's a tendency of a solid material to deform permanently. When will happen? When a long-term exposure for a stress beyond the yield strength. Yield strength is something which upon the shape will not come back to its original form. Okay, when you read the stress strain theory of Young's curve, you'll understand what the yield point is. We'll keep that aside, but understand this is that property, like any material, it has the yield point. Beyond yield point, whatever it changes permanently. That is called as creep or cold flow. What is stress relaxation? The stress relaxation is, it's a decrease in the stress upon constant strain which is generated across a structure. Okay, this is a little very difficult to understand. Just remember, there is stress relaxation. Okay, because of this property of stress relaxation, the cement has got its properties. So these are the main primary properties of a cement. Based on this, how a cement can tolerate. What can it tolerate? When cement is loaded upon, consider this is a bone cement, right? Then the cement is tolerated, compressive force is given, it can tolerate that compressive force. Okay, because of this stress relaxation. It cannot tolerate shear force. Shear force is what? Something when it is pushing like this and there is another direction which is pushing in this way. Okay, on the surface. Shear forces are acted on the surface. The most important is it is weakest in tension. That means if this is the cement mantle, okay, and I put pressure here and I put pressure here, the cement, it deforms like this and it breaks in this point. This is the tension. So this tension force, it is weakest, it cannot tolerate it. It is all because of the secondary property of the stress relaxation and your yield point. Okay, remember this important point. I'm building the basics from this, how each and everything keeps on adding to it. Next comes what we thought initially. What happens even now, they believe, especially in the cemented TKRs, I'm talking about TKRs, the failure mechanism they quote is, apart from where is the debonding. Okay, that's a debonding. That was initially thought even for the cemented stems. But now there is something called as a concept of crazing. Okay, there's a concept of crazing. What does crazing means? Crazing is a small crack-like defect which occurs. What does crazing do? Either it is responsible for fracture or it is responsible for fracture propagation of the cement mantle over a time. Okay, so crazing is the most important. Crazing is the most important method where a cemented stem will fail with respect to the bone cement. Okay, debonding is the most important method which fails in TKR, whereas in THRs it's the crazing, right? Okay, any doubts till now? We'll start taking the questions. If not, I'll start moving. These are very basic concepts, very theoretical concepts which we should have in the back of our mind while deciding upon doing a cemented THR. Okay.